When you look at a house as a real estate wholesaler, you really want to pay close attention to the foundation. Okay, this video is going to be about foundations for a little bit. It's very important. It can be very expensive for your buyer, right? Your C buyer. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on this on the foundation. Okay, so mainly, in a house, there's typically two different kinds. You got the slabs, concrete slab, okay, and then you have post and beam, which is so you have footings and you have beams going across, that kind of thing. And so a couple of things are really you have to look again, as I've said many times in my videos. What you care about as a real estate wholesaler is the in your flipper, right? Think like a flipper. And what a flipper is concerned about is he's got to make sure that this property is going to pass an FHA inspection. So FHA, and that's the gold standard. Okay, if a end user buyer can get an FHA loan, it's no problem. Okay, but if they can't, there's some issues there. Okay, now so here's the thing. You want to so when you look at a foundation, okay, the big no is earth to wood contact. Okay, sometimes this will happen on a slab. People we were looking at one of these deals the other day. Okay, you have a slab there, and the foundation, the beams going up, they actually touch the earth. They do. You're not going to be able to get this thing financed. And I tell you what, trying to fix something like that is going to be, you know, crazy, 100 grand or something crazy to fix it. You have to jack the whole house up and just gnarly. Okay, so it's unless it's a $2 million deal, sure, then there's money there, but most likely it's not. Okay, so think about that. Always earth to wood. Okay, same with when you're when you have footing your foundation. Okay, make sure that there's no wood and earth touching, because that will not pass FHA. And if it is, can it be easily fixed? Okay, like what's it going to take? Okay, really, that's just a deal breaker if the foundation doesn't work. Okay, now another thing too is you want to always look about how when you're looking at a foundation, how is the ground set up around the house? And if it's an older home and it's settled, right, and the house is there for 80 years, it'll set, right, and the grounds. So sometimes you'll have the house here and the ground kind of sloped down like so, right, because it's so old. That's another big no-no. What you're going to have to do, someone's going to have to go in there with a skid steer and dig through that and make it so the ground goes like that, not this way, but this way. And that, as you can imagine, can be kind of expensive. Or maybe you have a really nice, lawn or garden or whatever, and the dude goes in there with a skid steer, clean it up. No more nice garden, no more mojo for the house. Does that make sense? So you got to be thinking like that. Okay, how's that set for drainage? Okay, those are really important issues. Another thing too, maybe you'll go in the house and you go and it's post and beam or whatever on a footing, and you see it's like the Mad Hatter's house in Disneyland. It's up and down and all this stuff, right? Don't freak out on that, because it could potentially be fixed. You go underneath the crawl space, okay, and see how it's set up, and you can sometimes go in there and put jacks and pour some footings and make it nice and level again. It takes some money, but it works, or sometimes we've had a house like that. The house is flat, and then it does, some crazy stuff in one area. So just cut a hole in the floor right there, the subfloor, and go under there, jack it up, and then pour the right footing so it sits. Okay, so hopefully this helps. And this is something you need to know about. So when you're talking to your cash buyer, you can tell them this stuff with integrity and also with intelligence, so that they can make a good business decision, right? Does that make sense? So I hope this helps. Listen, if you need some help on looking at a deal, or maybe you want to know how to find some buyers, that kind of thing, let me know below. We can get on a Zoom call, do a strategy session, and potentially do some joint ventures together. So Godspeed, and I'll see you in the next video.